Hi, today I'm going to be talking about our rationale to flipping our classroom in Stage 1 Chemistry. So how does this work? It's a new process for you, and so it's something that I'll explain. In a traditional classroom that you've probably had in your science experiences at school, the content is learnt in class time, then that's usually applied during homework time. The issue with this model is that sometimes the applying and analysing is essentially more difficult, and that's what we ask you to do at home when there is no teacher to assist you. If you have any questions, you then need to wait until the next class session for clarification. So what we're going to do is flip this around. You'll note the concepts and work on remembering and understanding those concepts at home. Then at school, we will work on the analysing and applying, and that can sometimes be more difficult, and therefore you've got immediate support from the teacher and your classmates. So of course the first question you're going to be thinking is, does this mean more work at home? No, it doesn't. It's the same amount of work, it's just being completed at different times. So if you look at the top box, we've got class time and homework time, where the class time is looking at remembering, understanding, and applying and analysing, and then for homework you do all of the extension work or majority of it. In the bottom box, where we're looking at a flipped classroom, at home for homework you do the remembering and understanding. So you take home the video, you write some notes, and then you might start with some more easy questions. In the class time you come in, you apply and analyse what you have learnt, and then you do the difficult extension questions when you've got that one-on-one time. Let's have a look at the advantages of flipping. You will be able to foster independent learning. That's a key skill for you. It's going to be able to allow the teacher to increase the amount of individualised attention. So if you are struggling on something, it'll allow your teacher time to work with you. It'll make learning central rather than teaching. This is about what you can learn, not what we can teach. Encourages higher student engagement and promotes peer interaction and collaboration skills. This is something that's going to become very important for you in the future, and so therefore having that time to work with your peers and collaborate and work together is going to be beneficial. If we have a look here, the flipped versus traditional classroom. With the flipped, as we said, the teacher instructs the lesson at home via a video or website. Then you work in class on the deeper understanding of concepts, and you require the support as needed. In a traditional classroom, the teacher instructs, you take notes, you follow guided instruction, you then have an assessment, and then you've got some homework. You possibly have been in classes where either you have struggled to keep up, or the other end of the spectrum where you have been finished before the rest of the majority of the class and the teacher is making you sit and wait. In this situation, in a flipped classroom, you can work at your own pace. Why is it beneficial? As I just said, you can work at your own pace. So if you've got difficulty with a concept, we have no longer where the whole class is sitting waiting for a teacher to explain that to one or a number of students. In contrast, you can, if you're struggling with a concept at home, you could review and replay the video a number of times, and then if you still are struggling, then you can come to class the next day or the next session and be prepared to ask specific questions to your teacher. We are not the only teachers that are flipping their classrooms. It's quite a common process that's taking place. There's a number of staff at our school that are doing so. There's also growing evidence that it can improve student achievement in nearly every subject. So although the process will possibly take a little while to get used to, we hope that you find it beneficial. I know we have in the past, and it'll be something that we can move on and hopefully enhance your learning. Okay, see you next time.